Thanks everybody for joining the World History B Unit 2 post-test review session. Let's begin. The unification movements in both Germany and Italy were led by leaders who opposed democracy, war, monarchy, or nationalism. In this case, the correct answer is democracy. The nation in Europe that was the greatest obstacle to both German and Italian unification was Russia, Austria, France, or Great Britain. Correct answer is Austria. The Zollverein was a German cultural organization, an economic union of German states, a parliament of German states, or a German defensive alliance. The correct answer was an economic union. Italian nationalism was inspired in the 1830s and 1840s by the writings of Mazzini, Garibaldi, Carbonari, or Cavour. Correct answer is Mazzini. Garibaldi contributed to the unification of Italy by invading Lombardy, the Kingdom of Two Sicilies, Corsica, or Rome. Correct answer is the Kingdom of Two Sicilies. Germany and Italy became unified under a policy of realpolitik, a German expression that means that the goals of government policy should be accomplished by adherence to international law, the calculated use of power, following public opinion, or remaining true to ideals. The correct answer is calculated use of power. Which of the following ethnic groups was not a subject minority in Austria-Hungary? There we go. Italians, Romanians, Croats, or Greeks? Correct answer is Greeks. Nationalism in the Balkans in the late 19th century led to a number of nations gaining their independence from the German Empire, Ottoman Empire, Russian Empire, or Austro-Hungarian Empire. Correct answer is Ottoman Empire. What is the correct order of the following events on the road to German unification? Zollverein, North German Confederation, Frankfurt Assembly, Confederation of the Rhine. So we've got those numbered 1 through 4. So our correct answer is 4, 1, 3, 2. That is the top one right here. That's Confederation, Zollverein, Frankfurt Assembly, and North German Confederation. In addition to access to markets and natural resources, another reason for Europe's interest in dominating Africa and Asia was to bring democracy to the continents, protect human rights, learn from the superior technology of the non-Western world, or seek profitable investment opportunities for surplus capital. Correct answer is that they were looking for profit. It's the last one. A justification rather than a basic cause of European imperialism was the moral obligation to bring Western civilization to less developed areas, ambition to control sources of raw materials, need to develop new markets for Europe's expanding industries, or political rivalry among the nations of Europe. And our correct answer, I guess, is moral obligation to bring Western civilization to less developed areas. That's how they justified it. Yeah, that's how they saw it in their heads. Like, this is why it's a good idea, because we're helping people in other areas, even though all these other things were actually the truth. It's hard to admit that because those are all very bad things. Well, I guess these two aren't very bad, but they can lead to bad things. But you want to try to say something in the way that makes you look the best. So why are we taking over other people? Because it's best for them. That's a justification. All right. The control of India was transferred from the British East India Company to the government of Great Britain after the Boxer Rebellion, which was in China, Opium War, also in China, Sepoy Mutiny, or War in Kashmir. Correct answer is the Sepoy Mutiny. The British were able to conquer and control the much larger country of India because they had a larger population. Other European nations supported and assisted them. India was composed of hundreds of feuding independent states instead of one nation. Or the workers and peasants of India welcomed the British conquest. Correct answer is that they were feuding independent states, much like if the colonies didn't come together to rebel, they each would have been squashed pretty easily, one at a time, by the British. So, strength in numbers. British imperialist interests in Persia and Afghanistan were challenged by France, the Ottoman Empire, Russia, or Germany. Correct answer is Russia. By 1914, which of the following African countries were still independent? Algeria and Angola, Congo and Tanganyika, Ethiopia and Liberia, or Nigeria and Uganda? Correct answer is Ethiopia and Liberia. Study the map, then answer the question that follows. The nation at location 10 was unusual in Africa in that white European settlers came to establish farms as early as the 17th century. These first white settlers came from, all right, so number 10, that's right down here. That is modern day South Africa. So these people came from England, the Netherlands, Germany, or Spain. Correct answer is Netherlands. And I believe that's where the language Afrikaans comes from. I think. Could be wrong. All right, last question. The Opium War of 1839 to 1842 resulted in opening China for increased trade with Great Britain, a decline in the opium trade in Asia, the French conquest of Indochina, or declining profits for British merchant ships. Our correct answer is opening China for increased trade with Great Britain. All right, thank you everybody for joining the review session. Hopefully you were taking notes. Better yet, you should have been taking notes. You should use those notes on your test, and you should have no reason not to get 100%. So, good luck. We'll see you next time.